How's it going, guys? We're back on another video here, and this video I'm going to tell you everything you should do with your Hut Beast Mode collectibles that you earn, and then also what you should be doing with certain cards, alright? So make sure you guys do leave a like, subscribe if not already. Let's hop into the video right now. So I'll say right now, I mean, I personally love this event. I really do. I think that the Beast Mode event is a pretty cool one, and I love the card art, number one, and I gotta say, guys, I love the fact that they're power-up and cards. I really do. I mean, that might sound crazy to some people, but I think it's the right thing to do. And now, what do I mean by that? Why do I think that's the right move? Well, I'll tell you what, guys. So, from the objectives, of course, the Beast Mode Week 1 objectives, if you complete one game, you get a Beast Mode 81 overall starter player, which is one of the 81 overall power-up cards. So, you get one right there for free, essentially. I mean, you play one single game of anything. That could be wild card, that could be ranked, that could be champs. I think even a moment counts for that. So what's really sick about that is the fact that you're going to have that card automatically, so you don't have to trade any sort of like valuable cards in for it. And cards like, I don't know, Nathan McKinnon, for example, guys, at 81 overall is a good card. You know what I mean? Like, these are all solid cards at 81. Like, Kucherov, not as much, but he's not terrible either, right? But like a card like McKinnon, go ahead, get him 88 speed, 88 excel, and you get him for playing one single game without even powering him up at all. So, to me, that's a big W. I really like that a lot. But I'm going to tell you guys why I really like it, though, right now. And the big thing is that everyone knows right now how, you know, the McKinnon, the Kucherov, you know, those cards get the big +6 right now, right? But when the new season comes out, or I don't know, it could be a couple months from now even, what's going to happen when randomly, oh, I need a Canadian Vegas Golden Knight defender, and then all of a sudden it's a higher overall boost, and you can just say, oh, well, I powered up Nathan McKinnon, right? And I don't need McKinnon anymore. There's a different McKinnon that I have, whatever that might be. And you're like, oh, you know what? I can just downgrade the tokens that I put into Nathan McKinnon into my Jeremy Lauzon card. So that is pretty sick in that aspect, because you essentially, you're not losing any sort of value, because there's always a potential where these cards are going to be important and or relevant for you. So that's what I think. And that's why I think it's kind of important to, I wouldn't say make all of the 81s, but, you know, definitely make as many as you possibly can, probably just for future potential cards, right? And week 1 was unbelievable for this event. I'm excited to see what week 2 presents. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be some really awesome cards as well for week number 2, and see what kind of different chemistry boosts they come out with. So that's what I think is very important, and why I feel like this event is actually really sick, and why I think they should do the power-up, you know, system for the rest of the year. Maybe that's a crazy thing to say, but I like the fact that, you know, if I randomly decide, well, yeah, I don't really want to use McKinnon anymore, but I want to use, you know, Sanheim now. Well, I have the tokens. I can just transfer the tokens from McKinnon into Sanheim, and I just feel like that's just a better way to do things. So that's why I like it. And yeah, I would really recommend doing that, guys. Next up, guys, we have the sets. Now, this is very important to know. So people are asking me a lot already, you know, on my streams and all that, saying, you know, Henreek, what do I do with my collectibles for this event? So, because you can't make tokens from your collectibles, which is kind of interesting. I'm surprised you can't. But I'm going to tell you guys what you should be doing with these, okay? Now, all right, you have the different sets here. You have the 77 plus untradeable. You have the 79 plus untradeable. Again, this is not event cards. These are just 79 plus of any card in the game. 81 overall beast mode, 83 overall beast mode, and then the 85 bound. Be very mindful of this as well, guys. These are choice packs. So the 85, 83, and 81 are all choice packs. You get 2 choices of cards. So, for example, at the time I'm recording this, it's obviously a Monday now for you guys. For me, it's Sunday. But basically, how this works is that you can get any of these cards, all right? So you can get, if you do the 85 bound, for example, you can get Artemi Panarin or Jeremy Swayman. You're guaranteed those 2 cards. So if you want Artemi Panarin, do that set, trade in those collectibles, and you have yourself an 85 Panarin on your team, right? If you want to get an 83 overall, you know, such as, Sillinger or Zachary, LaRue, right? Or potentially Josh Manson or Torpchenko. That's something that you could potentially go for. And I think of what a lot of people have been doing as well to get chemistry boost here. People have been making either the Adam Gaudette and or the Michael McCarron cards, because of course you can use those guys for chemistry boosts, and they're not too bad for 81 overalls. They're not too bad at all. Especially so the Michael McCarron's a pretty big size player. Yep, 6'6". He's also got truculence as well, so that's pretty sick for a forward there. But 88 body checking, so that's pretty gross. Adam Gaudette, like I said, you could technically use him as well if you're trying to get a +6 boost. I mean, I don't think he's that great, but I mean, if you're looking at just getting 81 overall, he could be decent, I suppose. But yeah, no, I like those sets. And realistically, what I would do now, though, because I know people are probably wondering, well, Henreek, you didn't tell me what set to make. Well, here's what you want to do. All right, now if you plan to make cards like McKinnon and power them up like Kucherov as well, what you want to do is you want to make the 83 overall beast mode set. Okay. And why do you want to do that? You're probably wondering, well, what do I do with the 83, Henreek? 83s aren't used to make the cards. I don't need those, Henreek. Well, what you can do with those 83 overall cards that you make the event cards is you go to the upgrade token sets, and if you can see right here, guys, if you trade in an 82 and an 83 overall, you get 4 tokens. So by doing that, you're getting yourself an 83 overall, and then of course, if you don't have an 82, you can buy it on the auction house. But realistically, you can simply get tokens that way, right? And that is a huge factor and a huge way to do it. Of course, you guys are getting collectibles each and every single day at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern in the store if you open up five collectibles in the store for that free pack. And then, of course, guys, the objectives gives you collectibles. Wild card gives you objectives. And yeah, that's kind of the main way to get your collectibles and make those cards. So that is what I'd recommend, because I feel like that is the way to get those tokens at the most realistic rates. Of course, if you really wanted to, there are other ways to get tokens, right? So you can get one singular token for a 78, a 78, a 79, a 79. Of course, if you really wanted to, guys, in theory, I mean, this is another way to do it. I probably wouldn't do it this way, but you can. You can, of course, use your collectible sets to make 77 plus cards here. The only thing that's risky about this is, though, because if you get like a 70, you're doing a 70. Well, I wouldn't say it's risky, though, because you could still put it in one of those sets. So, honestly, doing a 77 plus, that's not a terrible idea, because, yeah, you're getting a 77 at a minimum, right? And, of course, for the minimum here, you have to trade in 78s. But realistically, you're probably going to get better than a 77, at least 78. And then, of course, that can be used for that. And say, that slim chance you get lucky, I mean, you could put it into this set here and you get like an 80 or an 81, right? Like you can put it in this set and work towards getting 2 more tokens for that one set. So that's what I think is probably the most realistic one. But again, guys, be very mindful of the 85 bounce set as well. And what do I mean by that? Well, when EA releases more 85 event cards, you will not be guaranteed that Panarin and Swayman. So if you really want Artemi Panarin and Jeremy Swayman, like one of those guys on your team, you need to make this 85 card before Tuesday at 5, because then usually they release more 85 overall event cards at that time. So be thinking of that. But in general, I like this event a lot. Personally, I do. And those are the sets I would probably, really pay attention to. Of course, in theory, you could also trade in 79s to 80s, of course, but like that's again not really necessary. I feel like that one's more just like kind of like you're just trying to get the event cards, right? And it's not like a necessity for the tokens. But guys, if you have any questions, please comment down below. Always here to help you guys out. Let me know. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, though. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitch, Henreek. I'm live there every single day. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and you get 3 E's. And I'll see you guys all in the next video.